one more question.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Do you, being bald, man,
The funny thing is, I knew that was coming
You knew
5
that
minutes
was
ago,
coming,
but as
yeah.
long as you ask good questions, you get to stay on the air.
Right.
As soon as you turn into an asshat, click. Thanks for calling, though. We got Joe Zemecki. How you doing?
Hey, Don and Matt, how y'all?
Hey, how's it
Good.
going, Joe?
It's great to see y'all on TV again. Your show is a giant breath of fresh air.
Thanks.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, there's so much religion on TV, and we rarely hear the alternate opinion. But I just wanted to say, Matt, I really agree with you on that label that a lot of conservative Christians are trying to slap onto us atheist activists.
Oh, the militant label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a proud atheist activist, and I tell you, when I look at the news, I find that some of the most offensive things that we do, typically, are file lawsuits or write letters to the editor or get somebody talking about an issue.
Yeah.
Right, and those lawsuits are generally to defend the Constitution, right? So they're supporting the American way.
Or writing a book, or doing a TV
Right.
show.
Education is
they
another
come
big
on,
thing,
They come
right.
out on Dawkins as being a militant atheist. How exactly is he trying to steal religion from people? He's not. What he is doing is writing books and delivering lectures and asking people to actually think. I know it's hard to think. I avoided it for a long time. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and also one comparison I like to say is that if you get a subscription to the newspaper or get the newspaper every day, okay, and have a pair of scissors, and every day look at the newspaper, and first cut out all the articles that have to do with atheist groups doing some kind of harm somewhere, and then cut out all the articles that have to do with religious groups doing some harm somewhere in the world, okay? And after a month or a year or so, add those up and figure out that the worst we do, I think, is we blow the whistle on somebody's paradigm and ideology they're raised with, and it's offensive and it hurts a lot.
Yeah, they don't like that very much. They want to shoot the messenger, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you've got Christians who, I mean, are essentially beating somebody over the head with a stick, and we're going, hey, you can't do that. Stop beating him over the head with a stick. And then they go, stop persecuting me. It's not what we're doing. We're just saying that if, the global gag rule, for example, let's give aid to people. Let's actually give them the aid. Let's not throw stipulations on it that you can't talk about anything that my religion says is wrong or you're not getting any money. Screw you. Let's do things that help people. It just drives me nuts.
Well, and a lot of atheists do good things to help out, and I think the media needs to focus on that. I communicate with a lot of local and national atheist groups in America, and I find that they're doing a lot of good community citizen-type work. Blood drives. We have a blood drive once in every month and a half or so.
6 weeks, right.
A lot of atheists have Adopt a Mile on the road. They pick up trash, and they help out the community here and there. And I really don't find that there's this evil, this group of atheists who are so bad that they need to talk about it on Fox News right alongside of Al-Qaeda. It just doesn't make sense because, again, we're not violent about it. We talk. We encourage debate. And we ask people to question us as well in everything we say. Be as skeptical and scrutinize what we're saying right alongside of any other words because we're honest like that.
Yeah, one of the signs we often have up here is skepticism as a virtue, and we encourage people to be skeptic of what we claim, skeptical of what we claim, right? Check out what we're saying. Sure. We don't necessarily have it 100% correct, but we do encourage people to go examine the facts and try to make a good decision.
Right. And now with increased communication, it's more and more possible every day for everyone in society, in America anyway, to somehow, one way or another, find out what's happening. And it appears around the world that there is a lot of religious strife still here in 2006. And it appears that with a lot of groups, it's just a simple measure of how religious you are. If you're extremely religious, you're prone to be more religiously violent. Apparently, the most extremely religious. Now, that's, of course, not most. Most people don't fall into that category. But it's important to remember that if you take anything or any ideology to an extreme, it could turn into something bad. And even religion, no matter how good it makes so many people feel, we could fill books with lots of religious groups, information about groups which have caused harm. And it may have been, they're not Christians. Well, guess what? That's a whole other argument, but to be honest, we really need to examine these things honestly and equally. And so Anyway,
And that's
thanks
what
a lot for taking my call, and I'll continue to watch. Y'all have a great night.
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think that's what Dawkins and Sam Harris have done with their books. Is they've done sort of a catalog of these are the sort of horrible things that has been done in the name of religion, and gosh, wouldn't it make sense to examine cause and effect here?
Right. Another area that they're really pushing is this idea that no, we don't have to show respect for your beliefs. All we have to do is respect your right to hold them if you want. And you liberal and moderate Christians, for example, you don't get a pass. It doesn't. I appreciate the fact that you may be for gay rights, you may be for pro-choice, you may be against the global gag rule, you may be a proponent of the separation of church and state. All of those things, for example, the Reverend Barry Lynn, I don't know for sure that he's for all of them, but he's a huge proponent of separation of church and state. You don't get a pass because you still use the Christian label, you still use the same exact book that the people like Fred Phelps are doing. And you're not actively speaking out against them to say, oh, these guys are not true Christians. You're just, I've been there. It's, oh, they're a brother in Christ, and although they're a little misguided, we're not going to cause too much trouble for them, because at least they're not as bad as those damned atheists and secularists who are trying to destroy America. It's silly, and you're offering support, and it makes you part of the problem. I know you don't like to hear it. I know you don't think it's true. It is true. Sorry. Stop being part of the problem, and I'll stop telling you you're part of the problem.